Good morning, guys. How is everyone doing? It's been a little bit difficult to come on here and talk about anything because everything seems so trivial in comparison to what is going on the western side of Jamaica, my beloved Jamaica. I try to stay away from some of the scrolling sometimes, but of course it's everywhere. And so the devastation, which, I mean, having seen my sister and so many friends experience Dorian back in 2019, I mean, from day one it was a little bit triggering. I too had to put up their pictures, anxious, waiting to hear that they were safe. I too had to gather with friends praying when the last thing I heard from them was try to contact so and so to see if they can come and rescue us. And so it's so difficult to talk about anything else. When I do get some laughs, it's refreshing and I'm grateful for it. But some people don't want to hear this, but there's nothing that happens that escapes God. There's nothing that will happen that He doesn't know about. Yeah. And so our trust and our faith are still in Him. Where else can we go? There's nowhere else that I would want to go because I've proven. And so I'm just praying that the aid that we are getting, because a lot of people love Jamaica, because Jamaica blesses a lot of people in many ways. I'm just praying that the aid that we're getting will be used how it's supposed to be used. Saw somebody post a video saying, look, these people dropping off food, yes, it's survival mode, but at the same time, dropping off food, these people need structures, these people need homes, these people need dwellings, even temporary, On another topic, today is debate day with my AP Lang students. Very excited about that. I love public speaking. I try to empower the young people to be bold enough to say what they have to say because they have something to say too. And as long as they're respectful, they should say what they have to say. So this is an annual event with my AP Lang students. I let every student contribute 3 debate topics and we put them in a pool and then they vote. So, and look, I am seeing another judge dropping out. I had 4 judges, 1 already dropped out, and that's the life of a teacher. I mean, you have to be flexible. It's fine as long as I'm left with at least one judge, and if I have to judge, I will, but I don't like to judge. You know, I just like for different teachers or admin to come in and judge for me. We're gonna have a mock TED talk later on that I have to score. That's not a debate, but I really love it when I can just be Madam Moderator and have teachers or whoever I have available to come in and judge for me. And I've just thought of something. Oh my Lord. I could have opened it up this year and invited some people to come in and judge for me. I didn't think about it, and I typically have more than enough. So hopefully I'll have at least 2 judges, and that will be sufficient. And then sometimes I do have people, you know how people are, they don't confirm and then they show up ready to judge when you told them please be sure to confirm. So I have the packets ready for 4 judges, and so it's possible that somebody will come and say, oh, I'm here to judge, and I'll just be grateful and hand them a packet with somebody else's name on it. Anyway, so the topics that the students came up with, that they selected, they want to debate whether background checks should be required in order to purchase a firearm in the state of Alabama. They wanted to do that. That was a very popular one. They wanted to debate homework. Yeah, homework. That is such an old topic, but it's still always timely. And so I told them just stay at the high school level, and so they're debating whether homework should be completely abolished at the high school level. And then what was the other one? Oh yes, all citizens of the United States should be required to vote, required in federal elections. So those are the 3, because those were the 3 top ones that they all liked. Yeah, so I'm excited. That will give me something to move my mind off home for now, but it's not gonna stay long, obviously, because you know my people are just constantly on my heart and in my prayers. But you know, other places, they rose again, so will we. But that doesn't take away from the pain, and that doesn't take away from the devastation. On another note too, this is my very last week of maintenance on my health journey, my weight loss journey. I'm supposed to maintain for just 3 weeks, but I push it to 4 because I can manipulate it like that to coincide, you know, with what I want. So I'm going to start a fresh round. This will be round 3 on Monday. I'm so excited. Right now I'm not excited because I'm not losing any weight, but I'm loving the journey because this is just how the program is. This is something that I did before and had success in. I'm talking for years, like 10 years before I fell off. So this is proven, and so I'm doing it by the book, doing with the maintenance, and it's just amazing just seeing how once I eat how I'm supposed to, I'm totally satisfied. Like, I mean, it's so much food on this maintenance phase, but it's amazing looking at the numbers every day and seeing it's like you cannot, I can make myself lose. I can make myself lose, I can make myself gain, It's difficult eating all of this food that I have to eat on the maintenance phase, but because I'm still in the midst of my journey, the exciting part is when I'm dropping. So it's 3 weeks or 6 weeks, and to coincide with the holidays, I might do 2 short rounds. So I might do 3 weeks, which is nothing. You know, I might do 3 weeks. And the thing is, I always say that, but then once I'm dropping, I don't want to stop. So I always end up doing 6 weeks no matter what. Because, you know, at this point, my mind is totally retrained. And so I'm all in for the sake of my health. You know, I have to take my health. I have to take my weight loss journey in hand. And so that is what I'm doing. When I came here to this country, I remember, I'll never forget, when I went to this doctor, and when I was on my way out, just an overall checkup, because I hadn't been to the doctor. And I'm telling you, that lady chased me down, told her nurses, no, stop that lady, I need to talk to her. And she gave me her card. And she said, please, you have got to tell me, what is your diet like? Because you are so, she said, your numbers are spectacular. There's not a single thing that is wrong with you. And she started spewing out, and I'm like, okay, talk in layman's terms, because I don't know anything that you're saying. And you know, she just told me that your numbers, like everything is just absolutely excellent. And it was a result of this same program. I know it was, because I'd done it for so long and eaten this way. Sugar was completely out, didn't eat sugar, period. And I mean, all those years, I still don't eat sugar. We don't buy sugar. I use stevia as a sweetener, and that's it. But it was no sugar, everything in moderation, moving my body. Soda, absolutely not. Didn't even take sugar or any kind of sweetener in my tea. And then I fell off, you know, studying back to back, grieving. But I'm so grateful for an opportunity to do what I know I can do by the grace of God. Yeah, so yeah, well, I'm gonna end this now, just touching bases, because it's been so kind of long that I made anything. Like I said, everything seems trivial. Like, I've even some maintenance foods I've wanted to share, and I'm like, I can't share food. Some people don't have food in Jamaica. How am I gonna share food? I can't share food right now. You know, and I know that life is continuing, obviously. Yeah, but it's hard. It's difficult. God bless you, everyone.